Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. In the heart of Cordoba, Spain, stands a mosque that was not built in a single moment, but built across several generations. Each ruler adding stone, meaning, beauty, and memory to the masjid. This is al-Masjid al-Jami' bi Qurtuba, or the Great Mosque of Cordoba. Its story begins in the year 786 CE under al-Raḥmān I, also known as Abdurrahman al-Dakhil, the Umayyad Amir who escaped the fall of Damascus and rebuilt Umayyad power here in Al-Andalus. He chose this site to anchor faith, authority, and community. The Great Mosque underwent several monumental expansions to accommodate the growing population and reflect the growing power of the Umayyad state in Al-Andalus. The mosque got its most significant artistic and structural expansion under al-Ḥakam II, also known as al-Muntasir. This is his miḥrāb. The interior is decorated with gold ground mosaics produced by the Byzantine craftsmen sent from Constantinople at the request of the Khalif. These mosaics incorporate Quranic inscriptions in the early Kufic script. These inscriptions emphasize divine oneness, guidance, and authority of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. After the Christian conquest of Córdoba in 1236, the Great Mosque was converted into a Christian cathedral dedicated to Saint Mary. Initially, much of the mosque structure was left intact and Islamic architectural elements were preserved. However, in the 16th century, church authorities authorized major alterations, including construction of a huge Renaissance choir inserted directly into the heart of the former prayer hall, which we see right here. Side chapels were also added to the mosque's perimeter, permanently altering its original hypostyle layout. According to historical tradition, King Philip V of Spain later expressed regret over these changes, stating that a building unique in the world had been damaged to create something that could have been built anywhere else. The ṣaḥn, or the courtyard of the mosque, was not an empty forecourt. It was an active religious space that prepared worshippers for prayer. The mosque courtyard was later planted with trees during the time of Abdurrahman II. Worshippers gathered in the courtyard performing wudu at its fountains and paused before entering the prayer hall, transitioning from the world outside to the sacred space within. The ṣaḥn also functioned as a place of movement and learning. What we see here is the tower built by Abdurrahman III during his time. The ṣaḥn also was a place where students would meet their teachers, the travelers would rest in the shade, and communities formed before and after prayer. The courtyard embodied an Islamic principle that worship begins with purification, intention, and calm. As the capital of Islam during the Marwanid state, Qurtuba attained a civilization and brilliance that reached a level unmatched by other contemporary Western metropolises. At its heart, the Great Mosque stood as the largest center of learning and faith in the entire Muslim West.